Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and today we are pouring and nosing and swirling and tasting and scoring and ultimately just kind of drinking a brand new bottle that I just picked up. Calumet Farm 8-year bourbon whiskey. America. Vintage release, 8 years old. Barrels aged a minimum of 8 years. Sleek looking bottle, super sleek looking. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Batch number CA8L01. Cadbury, Aardvark, 8. Lunatic, 01. Batch size less than 50 barrels. It's 45% alcohol by volume. Mathematics, 90 proof. Crafted with a mash bill of 74 corn, 18 rye, and 8% malted barley, which, if sounds familiar, because that's Barton's mash bill. And allegedly. William Wright established Calumet Farm in 1924 on a small farm in Lexington, Kentucky. After Wright's death in 1933, his son Warren began to move the farm's business toward thoroughbred racing. After developing the farm's stock and pedigree for a short time, the Wrights hired famed horse trainer Ben A. Jones. Through dedication, passion, and hard work, the farm began an unparalleled ascent, eventually topping the horse racing world. This rise to glory would cement Calumet Farm as one of the most dominant names in horse racing history. Over the decade that came, the farm produced 2 Triple Crown winners, 8 Kentucky Derby winners, and 8 Preakness winners. Calumet Farm is proud to have 11 horses in the National Museum of Racing Hall of Fame. Well, now we know all about how they crafted this bourbon, so I guess there's only one thing left to do, and that is to find out if Calumet Farm vintage release 8-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey is a winner. As you know, ginormic fan, both literally and figuratively and metaphorically probably, of Calumet Farm 14, 15, and 16. So, I'm going into this with high hopes. Calumet 8 on the nose. It's a sour bitter nut. Wow, pencil shavings. That's a Ticonderoga pencil lead on the nose right there. Little ethanol, little bitter, little sour, little nutty, little pencil-like. Oh man. Oh boy. All right. Personally, what I enjoy from a bourbon, especially when we get up to the $50 price point plus tax, which is what we have here. A $50 bourbon should smell aged and sweet. It should have the classic brown sugary, chocolate, oaky caramel notes that a quality bourbon possesses. I don't know what possessed this, but the nose on this has me frightened because not good at all. Hopefully the palate is better than the nose. A lot of times that's not how it works, but we'll see how she goes. 8-year Calumet down the hatch. Wow. That is bad. That's a bad bourbon. That is not good. That's $50. Nope. What proof is it? 90 proof? That is extremely thin, watery. It is bitter, a tad sour, nutty and not in a good way. Stale caramel corn. That is a bummer. That is not what I wanted to taste. That was that was $50. That was $50 plus tax. So, good grief. If you like thin, watery, bitter, sour, nutty whiskey, bourbon whiskey, and you like to pay a lot of money for it, then this is for you. Sorry, Calumet Farm, if you watch this. I literally love all of your products. This 16-year is in the running for my bourbon of the year this year. I'm going to go dump this in the sink, and I'll be right back. I'm not drinking any more of it. Actually, I changed my mind. I changed my damn mind. I did bring it back. Give me my microphone. It took me that long. It took me 10 seconds to get angry. $15. Bicky. Calumet 8-year, 90 proof, $50. JTS Brown bottled and bond, 4 years old, 100 proof, $15. I just gotta say it. I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. The $15 bottle is leaps and bounds better. And you could buy 3 of them for the price of this. Is that a bottom? That's a bottom shelf bourbon. That's a bottom shelf bourbon. Here's my issue. Don't fill a spot in the market just to fill a spot, especially if your product is subpar. The market is saturated enough. Sorry if I got fired up there, but it's just how I get sometimes. Apologies. Calumet Farm Vintage Release 8-year-old Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey receives a score from me tonight of... This score doesn't even take into consideration the price. It's 4.7. It's bad. It's bad, 4.7. I hate to make reviews like this, but hopefully it saves somebody extra money. Started as a review, ended as a rant. Super sorry about that. Hit the subscribe button if you're still here. Hit the thumbs up if you are happy that I'm at least honest. Leave a comment below. Have you had Calumet 8-year vintage? What do you think? What do you think of it? My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey, and like I always say, keep your head in the clouds but your mind on March 9th through the 12th, 2023. Because there may be a little event in Nashville, Tennessee. What is that event? Oh, I don't know. Maybe something that happens every spring. Maybe I think it's probably a weekend where we'll have some whiskey, I would imagine. So mark your calendars for that. Should be a lot of fun. What else? I don't know. Maybe just take a chill pill once in a while. Try not to get so fired up about stuff. Take a deep breath and realize that, maybe you're overreacting about some things, and what you're mad about doesn't really matter in the grand scheme. Did you waste $50 on something recently that you're unhappy about? Maybe you did. But you'll make another $50, right? And if you don't, then at least you tried. So try to look at the bright side. I'm going to go return this bottle to the alcohol store. Goodbye. I wish they took returns. That'd be sweet. Goodbye. I love you.